4.19. In writing the individual's performance appraisal, should I consider how well he performs compared with other people in the department who are doing the same job?
Yes. There are only 3 bases of comparison that you have available in assessing the quality of someone's performance: comparison with others, predetermined standards, and gut feeling. Tell me more. Comparison with others. How well did this person perform compared with other people doing the same job? Did she do better or worse than her predecessor? These are the questions you ask in assessing performance based on comparison with others. Some people argue that it isn't fair to compare people against each other, that there should be independent standards. Although it is certainly beneficial to have independent standards, comparing the performance of one individual with that of another helps the manager assess whether his standards are reasonable, too lenient, or too tough. Predetermined standards. This is the ideal way for performance expectations to be set. At the beginning of the year, the boss and subordinate agree that fully successful performance will involve selling 254 units per quarter, reducing sales expense by 17%, and increasing the average customer satisfaction score by 12 points. Although predetermined standards are ideal, they frequently are difficult to determine. The more complex the job, the more difficult it is going to be to come up with precise predetermined standards of performance. The expectation for a recruiter might be that she significantly increase the overall quality of new employees recruited for the management training program. That's an important goal, but where is the quantifiable standard to assess how well she has done? Although some indicators may be available, for example, an increase in the number of candidates from top-tier schools, a reduction in the number of washouts, these don't directly measure the quality of the new hires. The more that job success is a function of the quality of the individual's performance, the less likely that the manager is going to find valid predetermined standards of performance. Gut feeling. Gut feeling as a basis for assessing performance tends to be ridiculed as completely inappropriate. It's not. In addition to being able to measure outcomes with quantifiable, countable measures and predetermined standards, the intuitive skills of a manager are critically important. Consider this sentence from an actual performance appraisal written by a United States Army major about the performance of a captain. CPT Lee has an intuitive feel for combat operations, and her innate leadership skills allow her to consistently make the correct decisions while under pressure. In a situation involving a hostile enemy maneuver, people's lives depend on their leader's intuitive feel for combat operations and their innate leadership skills. There is no quantitative measure or predetermined standard available to assess these critically important abilities. But to prevent an assessor from using his experience, judgment, perception, and gut feeling because countable units of performance are absent, would be foolishness itself.